We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Washington Commanders. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Carr right away going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Thomas has got it, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Carr. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. At their own 22. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Hal, he'll look to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Hal throwing on 1st down here.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Second down, Hal back to pass. There's McLaurin, what a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
First down, Hal to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hal now to throw it.
Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Hal throwing on 3rd down here. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
To throw his Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, now Carr.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So Carr will exit stage right and on his Lutz for the Saints field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Throwing here, Howell. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 10-0 lead,
and I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be wrangled to the ground right there at the 32-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Howell's throw complete there to Thomas.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And Howell will throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now Howell. That one is slant to McLaurin.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Back to throw. Howell looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. Carr to throw again.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Carr to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Kamara. He is going nowhere in a hurry, as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Kamara trying again. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw is Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. The kick by Lutz is good. And it's now 13-8. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's first down. Here's Howell. Gets this to Gibson.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here's second and a yard. Howell to throw.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass complete. Thomas.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He's back to throw.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll look to throw.
Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain.
Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Howell with one final shot.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.